लेट मी टेल यू, जो एनपीए है वो ड्यू ही रहता है, लेकिन फॉर पॉस्टेरिटी जो ये करना है, बैलेंस शीट क्लीन करना होता है, तो वो प्रोवाइड करते हैं। अगर नहीं आया तो के लिए प्रोविजन है, लेकिन वो वसूलना ही है, और वो वसूलने की जिम्मेवारी कम नहीं है, किसी को माफ नहीं होता है।
यार आप ही ने तो कहा मंत्री महोदय, मतलब मैं आप व्यक्तिगत रूप से नहीं कह रहा हूँ, मतलब कलेक्टिव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी। यहीं पर एक पार्लियामेंट के प्रश्न के उत्तर में आपने कहा कि 2014 और 2015 में 1,12,078 करोड़ रुपए की राइट ऑफ हो गया एनपीएस की।
Mafi. It doesn't mean that the loan ceases to be a loan.
So
You
what does
still
it mean?
pursue the loan. The entry in the books changes. That is, from being a performing asset, it becomes a non-performing asset. A performing asset is one where interest is being serviced. Non-performing where interest is not being serviced, but you will still continue to preserve it. So there is a little bit of a malapropism involved in this. Don't go by the literal meaning of write-off, doesn't mean rin maafi in banking terms.
So you're not,
The loan still remains. The loan still remains. You still continue to pursue it.
तो सर यही हम कह रहे हैं, अगर ये सब इतना कॉम्प्लेक्स जो समझाया, yeah, accounting system, but in effect,
But you still continue to pursue to recover the loan.
yeah, in effect, sir,
Liability of borrower doesn't.
sir, in effect, it is something that is not going to be realized. So no, whatever you do all this.
It is.
Now,
Sorry.
no, will the government do the
Sorry.
same thing
Now let's
for my farmers?
let's put the record straight. This loan is sanctioned because Mr. Anand Sharma also raised it when this government was not in power. This was restructured when another government was in power. This is the only loan for which a second restructuring was granted by that government. So we inherited a terrible legacy. Now today,
But now,
only in
according
the accounting books, the performing asset becomes non-performing, that's all. Otherwise, the liability to pay and the right to recover still remains.
But according to my information, नहीं sir,
No, okay, ठीक है भाई.
नहीं, now, sir, एक मिनट मैं बोल रहा हूँ भाई, वही बात कह रहा हूँ मैं. So, sir, the point is, it says between 2014 and 2016, this has trebled in many cases. The bank, this thing of the NPS. No, whether it's a legacy you got from them, or it is that the fact remains that on paper, the figures are trebled. Yeah, okay, the figures have trebled. No, figures have trebled. No, the point is very simple, sir. He says, one of our erstwhile colleagues, his thing has also been restructured again. And all of us know that he used to sit there, that's why my hand is being pointing there. That all of us know. डॉक्टर जी नाम तो जाते ही है, बस मल्लिया उसी की बात हो रही है. उसका भी अब रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग हो गया. हमारे किसान सर अब ये आत्महत्या कर रहे हैं क्योंकि उनका कर्जा माफी नहीं होता, कर्जे में डूब. उनके लिए भी कुछ करो ऐसा, उनके लिए भी जिंदा रहने के लिए कुछ राय दो.
उनके ब्याज पर आपको राहत देंगे. हाँ.
सर इसलिए जो मैं कह रहा हूँ, पहला
ये कह रहे हैं कि
बोलिए
पैसा तो देंगे किसान को.
ओके प्लीज प्लीज प्रोसीड. येचुरी जी प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
आज कार्टून एक छपा सर, मैं दिखाना मतलब ठीक नहीं है, आप कहेंगे कि हाउस में मत दिखाना. वो कार्टून में यही है, ये लंबा लाइन खड़ी हुई है. हाँ, और जहाँ विठल भाई पटेल हाउस जहाँ पे हमारे हम लोग सब रहते थे, रिजर्व बैंक से लेकर मुड़ मुड़ के वहां तक पहुंची, और सामने से लोग खड़े हैं लाइन में अपने 1500 बदलने के लिए, और पीछे से सुराग बना के ये एनपीए वाले सब भाग रहे हैं. तो खैर अब जो भी है, जो उन्होंने समझाया हमारे वित्त मंत्री ने, द पॉइंट सर इज ब्लैक मनी इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी सॉल्व बाय दिस. ब्लैक मनी इज नॉट ए स्टॉक. It's a flow, bulk of it. Maybe the 5%, 6% is a stock, but the bulk of it is a flow. Those avenues you're not blocking. And if you don't do that, then you cannot stop black money, and by this way, you're killing the poor. The small fish is dying, the crocodiles are actually enjoying their lives. That is the first objective, which cannot be fulfilled in this. The second, huh? मगरमच्छ के नाम बताऊं?
No, please, बोलिए. बोलिए, बोलिए.
So, the second objective, counterfeit notes. Sir, the counterfeit notes, our Honorable Finance Minister presented the budget, and then last year, and then the Indian Statistical Institute of Calcutta had done a study that out of 1,418 crores, or lakh crores, whatever be the figure, that is under circulation, 0.028% or 400 crores is the counterfeit currency. It's his own statement in Parliament. That's what Mr. Anand Sharma said. 0.028. For that you had to do something like that, where you're today burdening, crores of our people. And what is the guarantee that counterfeit won't come for your 2,000 rupee note? And we have already been shown one in Bangalore for this 2,000 rupee note. So, sir, this is not the way. If you want to stop counterfeit, we want to stop counterfeit. I will be the first one to come in complete support of the government to show me an effective way of what is the measure you're taking. Locate them, locate where this is happening, stop them, take action, punish them, give a deterrent punishment so that the others will not follow. We're all there, we'll all be there in support. But this is not the way to stop it. So that claim is also a bogus claim. The third claim that has been made, fighting terror funding. Sir, after 26/11 in this house, we went on debating over a new law to combat terrorism. The leader of the house was then the leader of the opposition there. And on many issues we had agreed with the then government, which is now they were on the other side, saying that how terror funding has to be stopped. Bulk of it is through electronic transfers. And what are the laws needed to monitor those transfers? That is when all the stringent laws came up for opening your accounts. Those laws came up for your electronic transfer of your funds. That is where your terror funding is taking place. You mean to say that these terrorists outside Taj Hotel in Bombay were carrying gunny bags of cash? Who are we fooling, sir? Terror funding has to be stopped. If that has to be stopped, monitor your electronic transfers properly and then cut off that source. Many countries in the world have done it. There's a United Nations charter and a resolution on that, on how to stop your terror funding. Follow those. But is this the way to do it? A sarcastic comment saying that will disturb the ease of doing business, index. The government is going around to international agencies saying, please improve India's index. But that is the state of affairs we are in. That's a different part. Then, sir, finally, corruption. Sir, if you stop this 1,000 rupee notes and 500 rupee notes, you think corruption will stop, sir?
85%.
Now corruption will be double with the 2,000 rupee note. Who by you try to stop this corruption from? Sir, if you want to stop corruption, there's so many times we told you, you're only looking at the demand side of what a poor fellow is giving 10 rupees for. They don't even call it corruption, they call it services rendered. Well, in your corporate accounts, in your balance sheets, you can have for services rendered and siphon off big commissions. That is corruption. But here, when a petty fellow gives them 10 rupees for something, that is corruption. That's what you want to get. But what about the big fish? Corruption, I've said this in this house earlier, I'm repeating. Unless you tackle the supply side of corruption, you cannot stop corruption in this country. Why don't all of us agree? We have been proposing, I'm tired of going on raising it, but I'll raise it. Agreed that corporate funding of all political parties will stop. Let the corporate fund, let it go to the Election Commission, let it go to the Government of India. Let us all sit together and have a system of state funding of elections. Why should a corporate fund you or me? For them, it's an investment. They think maybe you and I, with me they'll be mistaken, but maybe with you, there's a chance that you may be in the government tomorrow.
Yeah, we're saying that.
With me, it may not happen, so therefore my rate will not be so high. But anyway, but it's an investment. Stop that.
The parliament.
And the second thing,
If state, you are talking about state funding and corporate funding through election commission. So why don't you move a bill, private one? Let us
why
discuss
private,
it.
sir?
Very
I've
good
moved
suggestion.
officially, sir, so many
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
We have
Money will, I think government will. Yes. See, this is a time.
No, sir, Mr. Digvijay is very right. I mean, it missed my attention. Immediately they'll call it a money bill and then finish. Rajya Sabha will be out of the picture. So anyway, but you do that. The second
Yes,
thing.
but your suggestion is very constructive, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
The second thing, sir, you add the expenditure of political parties along with the candidates under the ceiling. Increase the ceiling if you want. But go and give this open-ended exemption. Political parties can spend what they want and how they want. And what have we reached? With a corporate name on the on the plane, the Prime Minister-elect can go for the election campaign. Hundreds of helicopters are employed. Everybody says it's party fund. Where is that money coming from? So stop that. Put that under the exemptions and do it if you're serious. I know there'll be very few takers in this house for what I'm proposing. But if you're serious about stopping corruption, you stop the supply side of corruption.
Otherwise, stop talking on it.
And then, sir, we have, I think your government, as Finance Minister can correct me, has brought about this amendment to the FCRA so that foreign funding can come to the political parties. Why? Of funds from foreign.
Let's be again very clear. You see, with sectoral caps in some sectors having risen, the old definition of a foreign source under FCRA was that if an Indian company has a foreign investment up beyond a certain limit, it will be deemed to be a foreign entity. So the only amendment is that companies which are incorporated in India, doing business entirely in India, merely because they have a certain element of foreign component, can't be considered a foreign source. Because if that were to happen, then necessarily it would lead to a greater evil that whatever check donations are coming into the political system, which are at least transparent, would also disappear.
Yeah,
that was the
But
object.
then the point is they can transfer money from here to the foreign unit and send it back to you.
No, that's not.
No, that can be
An
done.
Indian company giving out
Anyway.
of its Indian account, doing business in India.
Yeah.
That's the FCRA amendment.
Oh, wait. So I mean, anyway, that part, but you stop the supply side of corruption. If you're not, so all the 4 points that the Honorable Prime Minister has said, none of them stand on any sound footing. Whether it's black money, whether it's counterfeit currency, whether it's terror funding, or whether it is your corruption. So if these objectives are not to be fulfilled by this, what is the meaning of this move? What is the meaning of this move? Now, let me tell you. Just now, Mr. Sharad Pawar was drawing my attention to it, very correct thing. The Kerala Chief Minister is here, he's calling a meeting of all the members of Parliament. Now, you have allowed the banks to accept this currency notes and give change. Your district cooperative banks, till there, I don't know, for state level it will be allowed, but not to the district and to the rural cooperative banks. Bulk of the people, bulk of Indians, bulk of the Indians today who are actually dealing with are these rural cooperative banks. And these are all very, very healthy banks. Their NPAs are less than 1%, 2%. But you don't allow them to change? Means the ultra-rich can come here and do it. But in your rural areas where 86% of your population is actually dependent in this bank transaction, you're not allowing it? What is the meaning of this? I mean, like, people can easily pass it off saying it's a Tughlaq Shahi, you know, a Mohammed bin Tughlaq regime, that is doing all this. But what is?
नादिर शाह
ये तो नादिर शाह तो लूट वाली मामला हो गया। अरे हाँ वही हो रहा है, लूट भी हो रहा है। So therefore, sir, this is neither does it meet the objectives of what the Prime Minister has set out to do on the basis of making this move of withdrawing the 1,500 rupee notes. The people are suffering, and the suffering is increasing, sir, by the day. By the day it's increasing, because even I am surprised. In the last 4 days, the lengths of the queues have grown. Sir, look at the, I mean, it's a pitiable condition. Look at the jokes that are circulating in your social media. Somebody comes and asks somebody, he said, how far is the bank? He says 2 kilometers. So he said, do you want me to take a bus or should I walk down? He said, no, just stand behind me, we are in the queue. You know, that is the state of affairs today. And this is going to, why are you agonizing Indian people? And if it's agonizing is to convey an idea or a notion that I control your personal life. I control your personal life. I control your existence. What is this but a fascist message? No, I mean, why is all this being done? Tell me, sir. None of the 4 objectives can be met with this. Those who can get away scot-free are getting away scot-free. And what is your, I mean, it says go to the banks, cashless society, plastic money, etc. What is the banks? In our rural areas, 80.8% of the rural population is not covered by banking system. 80.8%. And geographically, sir, 93% of the geographical areas in rural India are not covered by banks. What banking Prime Minister wants us to go to? What plastic money, what banking, I mean, which world are you living in, sir? There is a Chamakta Bharat or a shining India. For them, Paytm, for them, e-wallets, for them, all these things will be there. But I told you the percentage, what it means. A minuscule percent. And the whole of India, that is Bharat, that is Tarasta Bharat, that doesn't have access to these, the banking facilities, doesn't have access to your plastic money. And when 86% of your transactions, cash transactions are in 1,500 rupee notes, you suddenly withdraw them. What are you doing? I mean, it's complete mayhem that you have created. One source said 25 suicides in the last 4 days. 6 days, but the numbers are still increasing. People can't get their fathers or mothers or children treated in hospitals. I just don't know, sir. I don't know where is this country being taken. And if this is the case where there are selective ways in which you are providing relief, for your state government in Assam, because there is a by-election, tea gardens will get their wages. Very good, they get their wages. But why not in Bengal and Darjeeling? No. Your units in Bengal can go and deposit 4 hours before the Prime Minister announces. Huh? और जगह भी हुआ तो चाहिए. No, what are all these?
जांच करो जांच करो.
This has to be investigated. This has to be investigated, and I think the consensus of the House must be taken. If there should be a JPC, let there be a JPC. Let there be a proper investigation into this. And we really would like to know what is the motive of this government in doing this. And before every parliament, I'll end it with this, before every parliament session, something like this is done so that the parliament discussion is entirely derailed. We can't talk about what is happening to our people, how they are dying out of hunger now.
नहीं ये जुडिशरी में ताला पड़ा हुआ है.
The judicial appointment, I mean, many other important issues. You just, I mean, hijack the whole thing away like this and doing for what? 452 vacancies in High Court. For what? I mean, 452 vacancies in the High Courts. Your poor litigants are suffering. 26% increase in your farmer suicides. You're not able to provide relief to your annadata. We, instead of discussing all these things, you are now stuck in this. Now, therefore, I say that immediately, what I demand is immediately, apart from this matter being investigated in the JPC that I've said,
Okay.
immediately till alternative arrangements are made. The Prime Minister now said, I'm shocked, he said 50 days more is required. 50 days more is required for alternative arrangements to come into place. Till that alternative arrangements are not in place, allow these notes to be transacted for all white transactions and public utilities and public purposes. Do not stop them for usage in hospitals, usage for transport, usage for railway tickets, usage in all these things. You get your alternative ready. ATMs are not calibrated. Then he says it took us 10 months of preparation. Mr. Sharad Yadav said, 10 months of preparation. Then what are you preparing? If you don't have the alternatives in place? So till the alternatives are in place, allow them. The chief ministers of Bengal, of Kerala and Tripura have written to the Prime Minister.
सारे चीफ मिनिस्टर बुलाओ.
Say, no, 1 minute. Saying that permit, currency is a central subject. It's on the central list. He said permit the state governments to accept this 1,500. And now, 1,500 for all state government transactions and all public transactions. That permission must be granted immediately.
ये सब पूरी.
Thirdly, सबको, Karnataka, they've said, and I hope most of the state government should do the same thing. And Bihar, and then, thirdly, this facility that has been given to your nationalized banks and central banks, etc., that should be extended to rural cooperative banks with immediate effect. That has to be done immediately. That is the only thing that can provide relief to the rural population on a big scale. And finally, sir, please have this entire thing investigated. I beseech you and the whole House to accept this demand that this should be completely investigated until alternative arrangements are put in place. The Prime Minister declared 30th of December to be the final date after which these notes will not be valid. Till then, allow them to continue.
Thank you.
I hope through you, sir, the government will please take this seriously, not because individuals are saying, but because the whole country is saying this. Please take this seriously and respond to it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.